Let me give you a few of your past statements. In 1994, you testified at a congressional hearing on regulation of financial derivatives. You said there is nothing involved in federal regulation which makes it superior to market regulation. In 1997, you said there appears to be no need for government regulation of off-exchange derivative transactions. In 2002, when the collapse of Enron led to renewed congressional efforts to regulate derivatives, you wrote the Senate, "We do not believe a public policy case exists to justify this government intervention." And earlier this year, you wrote in the Financial Times, "Bank loan officers, in my experience, know far more about the risks and workings of their counterparties than do bank regulators." And my question for you is simple. Were you wrong?
Yes, I found a flaw, but I've been very distressed by that fact.
You found a flaw in the reality?
A flaw in the model that I perceived is the critical functioning structure that defines how the world works, so to speak.
In other words, you found that your view of the world, your ideology, was not right.
Precisely. No, that's precisely the reason I was shocked, because I've been going for 40 years or more with very considerable evidence that it was working exceptionally well.
After almost 2 decades of public service, he realizes that the economic philosophy that he had pushed so hard, resisting regulation of derivatives, he realized that there were some fundamental flaws in that whole philosophy.
It was a pretty incredible moment that after a lifetime of faith in a certain way the world worked, that Greenspan would say, I was wrong.
It struck me as someone admitting that the core belief that had animated, basically a 20-year, 18-year career as Fed chief was wrong. It's stunning, but it doesn't undo the damage.